everybody. It is Sunday, actually, and I'm trying to get some recordings done for the week so that I can concentrate on making sure that my son's work is getting done during the week a little bit more. So today is Sunday. On Friday, we just heard the announcement that schools will be closed for the rest of the year. That being said, I just want to say that I did not see that we would be in this situation. I kind of thought we'd be out for a few weeks, maybe before and after spring break, but that we would be back for sure by May 1st and finishing out the school year together. But that is not going to be the case. And I want you to know that I know that this is hard for some of you. Some of you might be super excited with the fact that we're not going back to school, physically, but that you're still doing the online learning and that you're really enjoying that. But I know from a lot of you that it was a disappointing news when that came out on Friday. So I just want you to know that I'll do whatever I can to finish out this year with you on a positive note. Film festival, question mark. There's been a couple of you asking, like, are you going to be grading our documentaries soon? And I was kind of waiting to see whether or not we'd be going back to school, because that was going to make a big difference in how I went ahead and graded those documentaries and whether we would have a film festival. In this case, since we're not going back to school, we won't be having a film festival. So that means that I'm going to be looking at your documentaries in a different way, not as perfect products, but as end products. So I will still grade them. You'll still get a chance to make corrections and things like that on them. But I'm going to be focusing this week on grading your personal statements that came in and forging ahead with that. And then I'll probably grade like 1 or 2 documentaries a day throughout the week. And then by the end of the week, be done with those. And I'll let you know once yours are graded. I'll send you a message on Remind and also an email, and you'll get access to the assessment sheet so that you can determine if you want to do any kind of corrections on those. Just so you know, because I know the end of this has been crazy, I will be a little bit more generous with my grading on the documentaries than I have been in years past, because there's some things that you just couldn't control at the end of that. Speaking of being generous, there are some of you who are not doing the work that you are supposed to be doing. There's not a lot of you, but there's a few of you. So let me talk to you a little bit about this week. So this week, to reward those people who have been doing the work, you will only have things that you'll need to do for my class this week on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. On Wednesday and Friday, if you have all or most of your work done, and by most I mean if you've only missed like 1 or 2 of these assignments since we've been out, you're fine. But for those of you who are like 3 or more assignments that you've been missing since we've been out on March 17th, then I'm going to be on Wednesday and Friday sending you guys as a group a screencast that explains to you what you need to do to make up that work so that I don't have to give you an incomplete for the class. An incomplete for the class means that you would have to go beyond the final day of school and complete the work that you needed to do for the class before you can earn your grade. So I don't want to do that. I want you all to be done on the day that you're done. So Wednesday and Friday this week, if you are one of those people, I will be sending you a personal-ish email that has information about a screencast and then some information about what you have to do to make sure that you don't get that incomplete in the class. So that means for those of you who have been doing your work, Wednesday and Friday, all you have to do is get on, sign the attendance sheet, and you're done. And I will have that marked as far as in the folder. So that's your reward for doing your work. Yay. You don't have to do anything extra on Wednesday or Friday. Okay. Today, what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be talking to you a little bit about how to look at the assessments that you have done to determine what you need to do to improve. And then we're going to talk a little bit about your next assignment, which is Susan B. Anthony's eulogy, and then how to separate it into different parts. So let's take a look first at what you need to do in Schoology. This is just FYI for your information, how to understand like the grades that you've gotten. So if you go to your homepage in Schoology and you click over on the grades section, the grades section will open up to your grades. First of all, if you're looking to see how many missing assignments you have and you've never done that before, this little dash here does not mean that you have a missing assignment. That little dash there means that there's something that I haven't graded. So you'll see documentary film final grade and the college leadership portfolio. That's not done. That's not graded by me yet. You're not missing anything. So you'll notice that this person is not missing anything. There's just some things that I haven't graded. So if you look back down here underneath the daily assignments, test prep, and class participation, these are in order of when they were assigned. You see the last thing on here is the 500-word personal statement. I haven't graded that yet, so there's nothing there, no grade there. But I want you to look at the rhetorical analysis practice paragraph and the SOAP statement writing. If you click on the title of it right there, it will take you to this page, and you want to click on View Assessment. If you click on View Assessment, you'll see the answer that you gave, and it'll also have, if I gave a comment, it'll have comment on how you can improve for future assessments. So this one up here, for example, for this person, got 10 out of 10. There's no comment there. So there may not be a comment waiting for you, but you can see what your score was. And then if I did do a comment, there's a comment right there. I'd like you to look at that for both that score and also for the SOAP statement writing score. Again, click on it, go down here and view assessment. You'll see this is a 10 out of 10. So that person doesn't have to worry about it because that was a perfectly good answer. So let's talk a little bit about Susan B. Anthony. So in your folder for this week, I'm going to open this up. I haven't completed yet, so I haven't published it yet. But in your folder, at the bottom is the link for the Susan B. Anthony. And then underneath it, there's going to be one of those little green puzzle pieces. That's going to be the assignment that you have to do for today. So your assignment is pretty simple. On Thursday of last week, I went over the Susan B. Anthony's eulogy spoken by Anna Howard Shaw. And I read it through, and we talked a little bit in that screencast about some of the things that I saw happening in in the eulogy for Susan B. Anthony. So this week, what I'm going to have you do is in the assessment, I want to have this separated into 3 different parts. And you are going to write about what the purpose of each part is. And I'm not asking you to find a rhetorical strategy yet. You will be doing that eventually. I'm not asking you to do that yet. I'm asking you to determine what's the purpose of that section. What does she want the audience to get out of that section? And we're talking about the speaker, Anna Howard Shaw. What does Shaw want us to think, feel, believe, act on as a result of that section of the speech? So I'm going to go over really quickly with you now, and then you'll see when you open up the assessment that it's in there as well. So the first section that I'm asking you to take a look at are paragraphs 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, and 3. So the first 3 paragraphs from your flags through never did more, victorious hero enter into rest. So that's the first section. What's happening in that section? What's the purpose? What does Shaw want us to feel or think or believe as a result of that section? Next section is paragraphs 4 and 5. So from her character was well posed through apart from all mankind. Those are the 2 paragraphs there that I want you to take a look at. Again, what is the purpose of that section? What does she want us to do, think, remember, believe, act on? Overall, use one of those words. Shaw wants us to remember. Shaw wants her audience to believe. Shaw wants her to connect to her audience through X. What is the purpose? Okay. And then the last one, the last section, and there's some people who could argue that these two paragraphs here are a section and this here at the end is a section, but I'm going to combine them all together because I think they have the same purpose. So reading over these 3 paragraphs, what is the purpose of that section? What does she want us to do, think, believe, or act on, or remember as a result of hearing that section? Again, not identifying reading strategies for this one. Instead, we're looking at identifying only what the purpose of the section is. So if we think about when we give a speech in class, maybe the first section of the speech is to grab attention. So our purpose is to get our audience's attention and get them interested in what's going on. So when you write about the purpose, you'll say the purpose was to get the audience's attention, make them interested in learning more about whatever the topic is. Like maybe that was the purpose of the first section. So only a couple sentences where you need to kind of describe the purpose of each section, but make sure that you're really clear specifically about the Susan B. Anthony's eulogy presented by Shaw. Okay, so that's your assignment for today. And then tomorrow, again, you'll have another rhetorical analysis assignment, as well as Thursday, a new assignment. For those of you who have everything in or most things in, that's all you have to worry about this week, small rhetorical analysis assignments. For those of you who don't have everything in, make sure that you're looking at your email on Wednesday and Friday so that you can see information from me about what you need to do to help your grade. Okay? All right, everybody. I hope that you have a very good Monday, and you'll see me again in a few minutes, or you'll see me looking just like this in a few minutes because I'm about to record the Tuesday stuff. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. And I'm sorry that I won't see you soon, but I'm thinking about y'all. Let me know if I can do anything for you.